These are the best Facebook ad creatives you need for 2025, and this is all based on data from us managing over $600 million at our agency, Doe Media, and where I've been advising over the last 9 years, $200 million in ad spend every single year. So I can definitely assure you, you're going to want to pay attention to this video because I'm going to be giving you some creative formats that are going to be able to help you scale. So here we are. I've gone ahead and put the swipe file together for you for 2025, and these creatives are absolutely crushing it. So let's go ahead and get into one of the very first formats. And that first one is an authoritative based ad creative. And what you'll see here is with this image, we have Andrew Huberman, which is an authoritative speaker in this space who, is a doctor, and he's partnered with Roca on one of their red light therapy glasses. And this is a very simple ad image, but it's leveraging an authoritative speaker. So you don't have to be the person who's in this image. It can be somebody that is either a doctor, an athlete that's well respected in your space. You combine somebody who has authority that a lot of people listen to, know, like, trust, and you leverage that with your product. So you pair these two together, and then you have people who love this individual, trust that individual, and now you're pairing it with your brand so that way you can get more conversions. And so it's a very simple ad creative. We have a shot of him wearing the sunglasses or the eyeglasses, and then we have a close-up visual with a new call out and now available in prescription and readers. So very simple structure here, has their logo, his logo, and it's just the product image, very focused, and this will definitely get conversions. They've been running this for about 60 days, so it's obviously working for them. And then we have that version as a video ad creative. So let's go ahead and watch that video.
Roca and I designed these glasses, which as you can see have red lenses that filter out the specific short wavelengths of light that activate the cells that wake you up. And therefore, these glasses are designed to be worn specifically in the evening and at nighttime when you want to wind down, when you want to transition to a calmer state. And indeed, wearing these for even just a few minutes, you'll feel calmer.
Okay, so this video obviously is touching on key points that they want people to buy their product around. They're not just saying, hey, this is gonna help protect your eyes. This is specifically for people who are looking to wind down in the evening. So what is the problem from that? Well, people who are having a hard time sleeping at night, who aren't able to relax towards their bedtime, who typically stay up late, maybe they're scrolling on social media and the blue light is hurting their eyes. This is a type of video that is very simple in nature, but is also calling out all of the problems without directly addressing them. So it allows people to really put themselves in a frame of mindset and self-identify and be like, well, I do have problems with going to sleep or winding down at night. Well, that captures attention and gets purchases, especially when you pair it with an authoritative figure. Now, what you're gonna notice in this 2025 swipe file of ad creatives is a lot of these are not in your face, exciting, super fast paced with crazy edits. Because while everybody is doing that and it worked really well in 2024, a lot has changed and we're starting to shift away from that and go back to the more simple looking creatives. So you notice there's not a ton of captions on this video. There's not no crazy music. It's not super flashy and quick cut edits. It's a very simple video of just him speaking with a few different angles. Now, here's one of my favorite creatives up next, and this creative is one of the craziest ones because it can handle millions of dollars in ad spend, believe it or not, and I'm obsessed with these types of creatives right now. They're crushing it on so many levels that you wouldn't even believe. Having a light gray background with your color palette of products is doing very well right now and has for a very long time. We saw these creatives many years ago, but now they're coming back and they're doing better than they ever have before. And I'm gonna show you a few of these because I've been collecting a lot of them because we've been running them in a lot of ad accounts. We've been seeing great results with them. And there's just something about how it's organized and how clean it looks. And it's very appealing, photogenic, and just really drives up those sales. So here we are, like Buck Mason without the price tag. So they're calling out a competitor. They're saying we're not as pricey as Buck Mason. We have products that are just as good as their quality. So we have a gray, a navy, a green, and then a lighter palette sweater here. And we're calling out Cotton Fisherman Crew, which is the product type here. We have the price, which is the slash through of traditional retail, which is what you might find in store. So this is kind of a comparison ad without actually comparing the product. It's just drawing, key lines to other brands that other people respect very nicely. And then we have an 100% organic cotton, and we're calling out the actual material here, which is new arrivals. This is a very simple design, and these are doing extremely well right now. This has been running for about 78 days here, and I'm gonna show you a few more like this because I want to put a very big emphasis on why simpler creatives are doing really well in 2025, because the TikTok era where everything's fast paced, going really quickly, short edits, those work, but right now everybody's doing that. So you kind of want to go against that and focus on the more simpler route. We actually have a client who implemented this exact style and started getting an 11x, 12x return ad spend, sold out their inventory. We have another client who's spending well over $1 million per month, which I've saved one of their ads in here. And they've been using this creative for more than a year now, and it just won't stop. For whatever reason, this creative just keeps going and going and going. And it's an evergreen creative. It can last year round. This can run a very long time, and it doesn't really get fatigued out. We're just selling the product here. As we scroll down, you'll start to see this creative more often, as I mentioned before. The next one, which is Grind Basketball, they're actually a client of ours in the one-on-one mentorship, and it's a sold out creative. It's very important that if you do sell out your products, that is a selling point in itself. It means that there's attention there. It means that it's engaging. It means that people want to buy it. It creates urgency and scarcity. So you want to include that to allow people to know that this product will go quick and it does sell out. So if you've sold out once, say sold out. If you sold out twice, 2 times sold out, 3x, 5x, however many times you've sold out, put it in here. We sell out fast, don't miss out. It's a simple text that just calls out the product being sold out. And then we have this simple creative again, just reformatted. The skirt that sold out in a week, here it is, combining those 2 pieces of text. These are great formats. We have the skirt, which is the main focus here. It's not a lifestyle shot of her playing pickleball on the court. It is a more zoomed in shot, so that way people know what you're selling. If she was playing pickleball, you might not necessarily know what is being sold here. Even though it mentions the word skirt, you have to really look into it. Whereas if it's a much higher viewpoint and it takes up about 80%, which I've mentioned in other videos, you're going to get a much better return ad spend. Best selling, that's another key call out. And then we have BPN performance nutrition supplements. This is that TikTok style creative. These are doing really well right now still.
This is G1M Sport. This is a carbohydrate and electrolyte based powder that is great for either before you go out on a run or during a long run. Now, if you prefer something solid, this is the Go Bar. It is a lightweight oat-based bar, 36 grams of carbohydrates.
This creative is also evergreen. It can run year round because you're talking about 3 different products. If somebody doesn't necessarily relate with the performance nutrition product, maybe they relate with the protein bar or the performance whey where it's in a scoop form. It's a product for everybody. In each different scenario, they show a different one, which might resonate with different audiences. So therefore, you can get a better return ad spend no matter what audience you're testing, because some people are going to opt for the protein bar. Some people are going to opt for the whey nutrition or the performance nutrition. And we say high quality supplements that bridge the gap between health and performance. Very simple call outs here. Top 3 products for fueling. So fueling your workouts, fueling for your runs, your energy, your daily mood swings. This could apply to everyone, which is why it's considered evergreen and an everyone based offer. Next up, we have pickleball set for beginners. Rather than saying pickleball set with cool colors, a lot goes into just having for beginners, believe it or not. Pickleball set for beginners. So a lot of people are getting into the pickleball sport who've never played, who are interested. There's no difference between this pickleball set and any other pickleball set out there, but it says for beginners, so naturally people who are beginners are going to resonate with this ad. It is just a marketing tactic that works. And I'm obsessed with these creatives. I'll keep saying it again. The simple color palette with the simple background drives huge numbers. And then we have a features and benefits based ad, which is the same brand except the pickleball bag that we love. So rather than saying this is our most favorited design or the jungle palm tree design, they're saying the pickleball bag that we love. So they're saying this is one that they're a fan favorite of, and it is a pocket for 3 balls, whereas a crossbody backpack holds 2 paddles. Kind of drives home the point of what you're getting, what's included. Here's the benefits. It's very simple. Once again, 2 lines of text, nothing crazy here. We're not seeing any wild, heavy amount of emojis here lately. Next up is the Popsmith, and this is a comparison ad.
What's the difference between Popsmith and the Whirly Pops? We built the Popsmith in all stainless steel construction, and it was really built like high-end cookware that's going to last you a lifetime. The Whirly Pop is made of thin aluminum, so you're going to have a higher chance of burnt popcorn, unpopped kernels. The all stainless steel spinner covers the...
So they're comparing their product against another product, which is showing why the product they're releasing is a much better invention, has better features, why the other product isn't so good, the problems that come with it. This kind of helps people understand the differences between the products and gets them to buy. So if they have one and they see this new one, well, they might understand, well, I do have these issues and I would like to upgrade or get something different that is much better. It's also very aesthetically pleasing. We're in a kitchen. It's relevant. That's where they're cooking popcorn. This isn't somebody standing in front of a home. This isn't somebody standing inside of a warehouse. They're doing it in the setting that people would be familiar with seeing it in. We also have somebody who's not super flashy on camera. They're simply just doing a little walkthrough. We have easy edits. We do have captions on this one. It is a split screen, then a full screen. There are transitions, and then we do have our bullet pointed emojis here. And then we have
This is the Popcorn Popper, which is a must-have for any foodie's kitchen. Inside each box, you get 1 box of buttery popcorn.
the fast-paced creative, which is introducing their popcorn. And this one's fun, it's exciting, it's fast-paced, has the music, the box is spinning. It's not, a box at the door, then they're picking it up and slowly unboxing it. It's a little bit faster paced, so that way people can get the idea of what's going on, and you can convey a lot more information here pretty quickly. And then we have some of these additional creatives that we were going over earlier, following some of those same formats because they work. Here's one of our agency clients that is doing 508 days of running this ad. So I can definitely assure you it is working. You don't run an ad for that long if it doesn't. The leggings that sold out 5 times last fall. It doesn't get any easier than that. The infamous gray background with the product image very clear and the call out with some of the color icons. Here's another client of ours, very similar, Allure the brand, inside of the mentorship, who is running this and is getting a very consistent ROAS with their leggings. And these formats are crushing it. And obviously they're selling out because of it, right? So we want to leverage these types of creatives because they do very well. And you'll notice that the headlines say the leggings that sold out 5 times last season, they're a little bit longer, easier to understand, very direct. And then we have one of our other clients in the mentorship. This is a simple breakdown of what they're getting and showcasing the benefits of it. So has the call out here, 0 to 1 second, super stuck adhesive for lash artists of all skill levels. So we're appealing to everyone, once again, an everyone offer. And then we're also pairing this with a holiday sale for 25% off. Now let's watch one of their videos. This is just them breaking down exactly how the product works, how simple it is. If you're in the lash space or know how to put on lashes, this is going to appeal to that audience. We have some cool color waves here. We're getting zoomed close-ups. You can see there's not a lot going on in the background. It's very well lit. It's very clearly demonstrated. And then we have our offer being broken down inside of this text. These are doing 10x return on ad spend all day long. And then we have Jackson here. They've been running this ad for 124 days. And chains you never take off. So rather than saying gold chains or saying our coolest design or, will last forever, this headline is very impactful. You have to have good copywriting to make a good ad creative as well. Why this works is because chains you never have to take off, that is being interpreted as you don't have to take it off because the water isn't going to make the chain rust or it's not going to get nasty. It can handle any weather condition. It also could be taken as, well, it looks so good, why would I ever want to take it off? So a lot of people might have the problem with having to take off their jewelry because it gets either dirty or it starts to tarnish or rust. And that is something that you don't want in a lot of cases, and a lot of people have that problem. Well, Jackson isn't saying, hey, these won't tarnish in water. That's a little too direct. But chains you'll never take off can be interpreted in many different ways, so therefore you're appealing to more people. It's kind of a tactic that really works in getting additional sales, and it's just a very blank creative. Inside of water, we kind of are hinting at where we're going with this, so we kind of knew what they were saying here. But a lot of people, believe it or not, will read this and interpret it in different ways, but also it kind of drives home the problem solution point without directly saying it. And that allows them to scale up this creative, and it lasts much longer because it is evergreen in that sense, and they're providing a 20% off. Then we have our comparison ads. Comparison ads are always a safe bet. It's a great way to drive home your product compared to others. And rather than them saying this is our best sleep supplement, they're saying you don't need melatonin. So this is another great way of positioning a product. So a lot of people might take melatonin to go to sleep at night. Well, rather than saying our product will help you sleep better, a lot of people might think it is melatonin or is something that it's not. But when you say this, people are like, well, I do take melatonin. What could this product be? It drives interest, and then they break down what the actual differences are, and there you go. Voila, you get more sales because of that. It's not that hard if you can put these things together and be a little creative no pun intended, on how to structure these ads. And then we have breakup with melatonin. Same thing. We have somebody taking it. It's lifestyle combined with product. So product focus combined with lifestyle is a great format. Here we are again, very similar to what I've shown you before with these simple backgrounds. And we have meet the perfect fall nails. Fall, it's relevant if it is fall time. The spring nails, the summer nails, the winter nails, the fall nails. You can do one for every season and it lasts every season. Therefore, it can also be evergreen in a way. You're just swapping creatives once a season. They've been running this for 52 days and it is still active. Next up, one of our other clients, Wild Hats, who's crushing a 16x return on ad spend. These video formats are very good if you have an energetic, a passionate, a very vibey, vibrant person who can film ads for you. So let's check this out.
Clint Eastwood's hat from Fistful of Dollars.
Now, there's very few hats that we get more requests for than Clint Eastwood's hat and Fistful of Dollars, so we dished this one up on a dark brown, chocolate brown beaver fur felt. We blocked it, sanded it, sweated it, tagged it, pencil.
There's an aesthetic to this. There's a vibe. There's a certain aura that goes around this ad creative. You have somebody that is very trendy, making a hat that is very infamous in style, in a very rugged building. All the aesthetics go together and it makes the perfect recipe for an explosive ad. Beauty brands have done this with very vibrant creators who know how to swap their words that are just being very direct for resonating with their actual audience. So if you have somebody who can be very playful, very engaging, and is naturally somebody who has a lot of charisma, your ads are going to perform very well when you introduce this character into an ad format. These are organic videos that are crushing hundreds of thousands of views. We're leveraging them in ads, getting a 16x return on ad spend. So ads like this do very well if you have that type of character who can be inside of your ad. Next up, hotel collection.
My sister's car smelled so good, and when I asked her, she was like, oh, it's just this diffuser. I stock up on them, and gave me one. And guys, let me tell you, besides smelling amazing, it lasts.
So once again, we're pairing this with the audience. We have a lady who's explaining the scent. She's speaking to a very specific person. We're also pairing this with a Tesla. So if you're going to have a car scent inside of your car where it's actually diffusing and releasing scents as a tech product, well, it would probably make sense that this is going to naturally appeal to car people who own tech cars like Teslas. It kind of goes hand in hand. They're already forward thinking. They're already techie. This pairs well. So we're kind of combining both these audiences. Tesla owners are going to self-identify and say, hey, this is a great product. I want to try this out.
Lasts so long because it detects movement and automatically turns on and off with your.
So therefore, we're talking about the technology, which makes sense for this audience. And then we have the aesthetics, and we're also showing how to use it and how to put it together. And we're also doing different settings for this. Next up, Tin Little. This is a kids shoe brand. We are pairing a direct ad, which shows a white background in the different color waves. We have the features and benefits, and then we have multiple scenes of the kids wearing it and being playful, you know, going outside, going in the park, all settings which resonate because kids are going everywhere. They're going to school, they're going to play on the playground, they're going in the car, they're at home. This is the perfect all-in-one shoe. It fits any shoe size and shape for a kid. It's flat, flexible. This appeals to parents. And what are we saying? Go from classroom to party. We're going from a very relaxing setting to a very exciting setting where a kid might be celebrating, right? So this is kind of driving home the picture for a parent who is interested in buying this for their kids. It's a great ad format, can run year round, and is evergreen once again.
If you're not using the brush on nail glue, bestie, what are we doing? No, let me put you on.
All right, so that right there is exactly what I was talking about with Wild Hats. This is another charisma-based ad creative where somebody is energetic and they know how to speak to their audience. They're not saying, hey, let me show you this product. They're saying, hey, bestie, let me put you on. No. And these are keywords that, you know, some of these ladies also understand better than somebody who's just explaining the product very normally. Believe it or not, makes a big difference.
Insanely strong, and every time I use it, my nails last so long. It makes
tonality plays a role here where she's dragging outwards so long. You want to put emphasis on the key things that matter. Nails that last so long, very important that you emphasize it in the ad creative. So this is how you want to break down your ad formats. These are the creatives in 2025 that are crushing it and the styles that you're going to want to put together. I've compiled this swipe file for you. If you want access to this link, you can click it below this video. And if you're interested in learning more about how you can scale up your Facebook ads, your TikTok ads, how you can dominate on Shopify in 2025, thankfully, I put a video together for you that you can watch by clicking the link below this video, and I will see you there. And once again, it's your favorite digital marketer here, Chase Chapel. Cheers and bye all.